Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing another foundation first impressions. You guys know I love these type of videos. I love to film these and I love to share them with you guys, and I personally love watching these type of videos. And I've been dying to try these. So the foundation we're talking about today is the Revolution Pro Foundation Drops. So I looked on their website, and what's cool about these is that they have different things. They have foundation drops, they have a foundation illuminator, they have mix-in drops, so you can mix them in. I think they have like lightener, darkener, peach, or like orange or something like that, so you can mix them in and custom make your shade. So that's really cool. I really like that. And I have done foundation first impressions reviews on the other Revolution foundations, the stick foundation and the camouflage foundation, so I will link them off in an iCard so that you can check those out if you haven't seen those yet. So today we're going to be trying on the foundation. I'm going to bring you in close. I'm going to give you some opinions. We're going to see how it wears throughout the day, and I'll be checking in with you guys throughout the day. We're going to do a flash test. We're going to compare these next to some other foundation swatches. We're going to see if it oxidizes. So we're going to be doing a lot today. I hope this is a really good video for you guys and you get a lot of information out of this. If you are trying to shade match or compare yourself to my shade, down below I have a huge list of foundations that match me, high-end and drugstore, so make sure you check out the description box. And yeah, before we get started, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to notify you of all my future videos. I do like to upload Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So let's get started. So first off, let's just get the swatches out of the way. So I'm gonna swatch these next to a bunch of different foundations, and I will also swatch them next to fresh swatches of them to see if they oxidize. So I have here the shade F10, which is in the other foundations that they have, my match, and F8, which I like to highlight with. And yeah, the thing about Revolution is that their shades, they tend to have the same throughout the lines, the different foundation lines. So for example, I am the shade F10 in the Revolution Stick Foundation. I am F10 in the Camouflage Foundation, and when paired up side to side swatches, they're pretty much an exact match of shade. So we're going to test these next to those and see if these are the exact same matches or if they changed the shades on these ones. So let's get to the swatches. Okay, so this is the Revolution foundation drops in F10, F8. Let's see if it oxidizes. So here's F10, F8, fresh swatches. You can see they do oxidize. I mean, you can see it turning right before your eyes. So these will oxidize, guys. This is the Revolution foundation drops in F10. This is the Revolution fast base foundation in F10. This is the Revolution camouflage foundation in F10. This is the Revolution foundation drops in F8. This is the Revolution fast base in F8. This is the Rainforest by the Sea water-based foundation drops in medium sand. And this is the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation in medium beige. Okay, so now that we're back, let's talk about this foundation and what Revolution claims that this foundation does. So this foundation does retail for $10. My shade that I picked up was F10 and then F8 to highlight with. It comes in 18 different shades. My shade F10 says that it's for medium skin tones with golden undertones, and F8 is for medium skin tones with yellow undertones. Okay, it says in 18 skin true shades, the ultra lightweight water-based foundation formula creates an undetectable finish on all skin tones, uses a few drops for a sheer wash of color or layer up to build natural looking medium coverage. So it doesn't claim to be full coverage, it's medium coverage. It's supposed to look natural. It's water-based for those of you guys that have sensitive skin. Water-based foundations tend to just be better for that. Reminds me a lot of the Tarte Rainforest by the Sea foundation, which I actually really... So Revolution also has some priming oils kind of that look in this, like in the same bottle. They have the Revolution Pro Prime Oil, They also have the baking oil. So what I'm going to do, because I personally really like priming with oils, and the Tarte Rainforest by the Sea, it looks too dry on my skin, my dry skin. Oh, I didn't even mention, guys, I have, if you're new here, I have normal to dry skin. I have some pigmentation to cover up. I do have pores, and I have like these lines that are always there. So I do notice that with water-based foundations, they tend to accentuate my lines and just not look good on my dry skin. So on half the face, I'm going to use a Revolution Prime Oil, and on the other half, I'll use a regular primer so you guys can see the difference. That way, if you have dry skin, you can see if the priming oil is better with this particular foundation. It's supposed to have a natural finish, but we'll just have to see for ourselves. So let's bring you guys in close and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to use the LA Girl Beauty Sponge on one side of the face, and I will use the BH Cosmetics V12 brush on the other side of the face. On one side of the face, we're gonna use a Revolution Prime Oil. I will link everything off down below. And on this side of the face, I will use the HangoveRx by Too Faced. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? So this is the HangoveRx side. And we will use the Prime Oil, which I'm actually really digging, on this side of the face. And on my little crack there. So I'm not gonna lie, guys, I originally don't know why I got the shade F8. I have no idea. I don't know if I was gonna highlight with it or if I wasn't sure if it was my shade. I know my shade is F10. So anywho, let's get started with the brush or LA Girl sponge side. Yep, definitely looks like it matches. Ooh, this feels really good on my skin. I don't know if it's because I have that primer underneath, that priming oil, but I am loving this. I mean, I'm comparing it. I mean, when I think about water-based foundations, I think about a foundation like this, and this one automatically, as soon as it hits my skin, turns matte, turns powder looking. Looks dry on my skin. Ooh, I really like how that looks. Now it could be the priming oil, so we're gonna see on this other side. Ooh, I have a good idea. I'm gonna highlight with a brush on this side and highlight with a sponge on this side, so we can see if it's like the sponge that's making this look nice or if it's the primer. So I got some pigmentation. It's supposed to be medium coverage, so I actually think it's reaching high coverage. Like it's really good coverage on that side. I actually feel like this one looks orangier than the other, or like, well, obviously it's golden. I wish it was more yellow. So this side of the face looks more natural. This side of the face looks more glowy. I'm guessing it has to do with the primer. But surprisingly enough, it is not looking dry. So it is nothing like this one. So if you've tried this one and it's too dry in your dry skin, this one is not like that at all. This one is not like matte, powdery, dry. It does have a natural finish. It does. And it looks good. A little bit tacky. Okay, so let's highlight here, F8. We'll do the sponge or the brush on this side. And on the chin. That looks really nice. And the sponge. Surprisingly enough, I love how the brush and the sponge both look on the skin. It looks really good. It looks really good with both. I am digging it and I'm loving it with the priming oil. I mean, with the other one, it still looks really good and natural, but I love glow. So yeah, I am really, really excited. Okay, so I'm gonna be using the Camouflage Concealer in C8. Surprisingly, this side of the face is tackier than the priming oil side of the face. Is that not weird? Like, this is still tacky on this side, but this side I could go without setting it because it doesn't feel tacky. That's odd. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be back to talk about this. Okay, so I'm back. I finished all of my makeup. I will link everything that I used down below, but I'll try to go through it really, really fast. Let me know in the comment section if you like that I go through and show you everything that I have on my face, or if you'd rather me just put it down below. Let me know in the comment section because I know it makes it even longer, this video even longer. Anyways, so I went ahead and I set my entire face with the Wet n Wild pressed powder. This one is in warm beige. I did it really lightly because I don't want this to mess with the color of the foundation. So I did that all over the face. I contoured with the Beige Cosmetic Contour Palette, Pro Contour Palette, and I used these two shades to contour with, which are my favorite of all time right now. And then for the blush, I use, this is new for me. This is the Burts Bee blush. I've never tried any of their blushes, but this one is in Bare Peach, and I love this blush. Oh my gosh. So this is my blush. For highlight, I did the Revolution Pro Supreme highlighter in gold, which looks like this. I did some of this color right here and then this in the high point, just very lightly, but it's mostly this color though. For my lashes, because I do always get asked, these are the Koko Madame Wispys. Is it Madame or Madame? Madame Wispy? I don't know. But these are like my new favorite lashes ever right now. They're so wispy but wearable. Like, I would wear these every day. So anyways, those are the lashes that I'm wearing. For the lips, I wish I would have gotten like a peachy one of these. But this is the Pro Supreme Matte Lip Pigments in Charade. I love this. It's just, it's not peachy enough for this look, I felt like. So anyways, I did this one first, the AOA Studio Wonder Matte in Insta. I know it's really, really bright, so I did this and I really diffused it, and then I put some of this one on top, and that's the lip that I have, the lip combo I have on. So, and for like the eyes, I just basically did some of the bronzer and some of the blush, and I just mixed it in. That's kind of what I did. I'm really loving how the foundation looks. I'm really impressed because a lot of dropper foundations that are water-based look just dry on my skin. They do not look good. This one looks really flawless, especially in my pores. I noticed like over here in the brush side especially. I mean, this side looks nice too, but especially in the brush side, my pores look flawless. Everything looks soft. My lines up here actually are completely blurred and gone. This one is kind of a little bit visible, but not really. I mean, this is really good for me. I mean, I don't know what it is lately, but like, I just tried this foundation, and this foundation reminds me a lot of the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation, where it just looks soft and blurred up here, which is my problem area. Those two I notice the most with. Usually matte foundations look so dry on my skin, and I know it's not the primer, like it could be the primer oil, but for this side, I use this Hangover one all the time, and if a foundation's dry, I mean, I used it on this Tarte one, and it's still, the Tarte one still looked crappy on my skin. So, if it's gonna look crappy, it's gonna look crappy is what I'm trying to say. I don't think these primers, except for the primer oil, could have done some magic. But obviously this side too looks really good. It just looks more natural, and this side has more like plumpy glow to it, which I actually really, really love. Yeah, this foundation looks flawless. I think it kind of like doesn't look yellow enough though. This particular shade doesn't look yellow enough. I feel like it kind of pulls a little bit pink. I don't know. What do you guys think? You think it's a good match? Every time I go through and edit, I'm like, wait a minute, that is a good match. But what are you talking about in person? It doesn't look like a good match. My skin looks very youthful and plumpy. I do think that it covered really well though. So for me, I think this was like a light full coverage because it really did a lot here. I just have this little tiny dark like scabby thing it didn't cover. So I'm really excited to try this throughout the day. I will be checking in with you guys at the 5-hour mark and then at the very end of the night. Why can I not talk today? What is going on? Okay. I will be checking with you guys at the end of the night at the 5-hour mark, and then I'll try to wear it for 12 hours. If you want to go through this with me live, I always update you guys on Instagram and Snapchat the day that I'm filming. So you guys need to follow me there if you guys want to be a part of first impression sneak peeks. You need to follow me there, girl. You need to follow me there. All right, so I guess that's it. I will check back with you guys. Okay, so I've had the foundation on for 5 hours. I'll try to make this quick so the video is not so long. But I can definitely notice a difference between the primer oil side and the normal primer side. This one's definitely more glowy. I feel like I didn't set it as well. So you can see how much glow I got going on the right side of my face. But on the other side of the face, it still looks, it has a little bit more glow, but it looks really, really good on the skin. So I'm really impressed with it so far. I love it. I think it looks great in regular photography. I think it looks great in the daylight, in the inside lights, and these bright lights. It's just a really well-rounded foundation. So it doesn't show any of my lines. It just looks really smooth. It's not accumulating around my nose, so it looks really good. And there's still a lot of coverage here on my cheek. So let's take a look at the flash photography real quick. I don't think it has any bounce back at all. I did use a lighter foundation in the center of my face, and you can definitely see that in the picture, and my concealer, but there is no bounce back. So I give it a thumbs up for flash photography. So I will be checking back with you guys at the end of the night. I'll try to wear it for 12 hours, if not more, and we'll see how it lasts. Wish me luck, and I'll see you guys soon. Today has literally been like the worst day ever. I can't even. My lashes are just about to pop off. Sorry guys, it's 8 o'clock and I literally can't even last any longer. I want to rip my lashes off. I want to put my hair up. I want to go lay down, maybe cry a little bit, maybe get in the bath, with some Epsom salts in there, and just be alone. Like, just be by myself. I can't even tell you. I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm gonna tell you guys because it makes me feel better. I'm not gonna tell you guys. I don't know whether to tell. My kids have been horrid today. Horrid. They got up early. They threw fits all day. I have been in their room since 6 o'clock. It's 8 now, okay? Since 6 o'clock, sitting there in the rocking chair, waiting for them to go to sleep because I have to wait for them to go to sleep or else they'll play. Then, like 20 minutes ago, I heard a dog barking, like the next door neighbor, like a dog barking, and Max barking, but it sounded like he was far away. He jumped the fence, him and Bea, I have 2 golden doodles, and ran over to the neighbor's yard at their back fence, just barking like crazy. I literally am so ready to go online and sell them. Like, 4 kids, 2 dogs, it's so stressful to me right now. I can't even handle it. 2 dogs, 1 adolescent dog, 1 adult dog, 3 kids, 5 to 2, and 1 infant. And I'm home and it's me here by myself from 12 to 9, 10 o'clock at night, 8 if it's a good day, where my husband just works. Can't handle it right now. I have Not to mention today, I woke up with the worst body aches. I don't know what happened. I just turned 6 weeks postpartum this last Tuesday. It's Friday today, by the way. And like if I touch my stomach, anywhere on my stomach, it's like painful. My ankles are painful, my legs are painful, my back is painful. I have a humongous headache. It's like the worst day ever today in my little world here. So I'm stressed and worried about my body. I'm wondering if I did something and like, I'm pretty sure my stomach is supposed to be hurting. Like if I touch it, it's not supposed to be hurting. Anyways, so I'm just like so ready to just sit in the bath and like cry. Like that's how I feel right now. Anyways, which is okay to do, by the way. Anyways, so at 8 o'clock, let's look at the face. I'm not gonna lie, for how crappy I feel, my face still looks flawless thanks to this foundation. I actually really like both sides. I think both sides look really, really good. So if you like priming oil, it will look good. If you like a regular primer, it will look good. Up here, even though I've been like literally like this scrunching in anger all day long, my lines here still look really good. Around my nose looks really good. It does look flawless, and my coverage is still there. So it's been 10 hours. So I give this foundation a big thumbs up. I'm sorry I don't look excited. It's a crummy day, but I'm really excited. I'm gonna like this foundation because I've been looking for a water-based foundation that looks the way this foundation looks, because all the other dropper foundations are too dry, too matte, to emphasize everything on my dry skin. So this is going to be a staple in my collection, I feel like. I really like it. Makeup Revolution has not let me down. I've tried 3 of their foundations now and they're all amazing. So anyways, I really like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I'm such a bummed out right now, but I love you guys and I'll just see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.